All right, we're recording. Okay, so what we're going to talk about tonight is actually welcome, Sharon. It's your first official call. So excited to have you. Ask any questions you have as we're going through, and those of you watching the recording, message your coach, me, the group, whoever, as you have questions, because we're going to go through it. It's simple. What we do is simple. We make it hard, if that makes sense. We make it hard by getting in our head, but what we do is actually very simple. So let me share my screen. And I'm at the front. Okay. All right. So making fitness your business. We're going to talk about how you kick off. Of course, my internet connection says it's unstable, so let me know if it gets bad. How to start your business. And yes, you are a business owner. You may not feel like it, but you really are, and you get to make the rules. And part of that is showing up. And you got to make sure you show up and do the things, because it's really easy to say, oh, not today. You know, I'm my own boss. I don't need to do it today. So your main job is to focus on you. It's all about getting yourself results and going through the journey and taking, I'm going to mute Shannon. Always. Get to know the products, use the products. So do your workout. If you're drinking Shakeology, the performance line, learn about it, use it, drink it. You tell other people about the products and your lifestyle. So social media helps us with that. Instagram stories, Facebook stories. Then you help people change their life with their products, right? Then you start coaching other people and you get them results by including them in our accountability, our challenge groups, all of those things. And then those people become a believer, right? So you have your community, and I'm going to come live hopefully on Friday at some point. I'm in this mentorship group with she was the 4-time top coach, and I'm in this mentorship group, and she broke it down so easily, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I just need to relay it to you. It's just been insane. But so you have your customer, they become your believer, right? They're using the products, they're loving the results, and then you say, hey, you know what? You can help other people get results by becoming a coach, and then you help that coach change their life and build their team. So like that's what we're doing now. So Sharon, for example, Jeanette introduced you to the products, you love the products, now we're going to help you help other people love the products and build a team. So it's just this big ripple effect that continues to happen. So there are so many resources available. Sometimes it's so many that it becomes so overwhelming and you get paralyzed. So I do understand that. But there's so much at your disposal. We have the Coach Online Office, which I will show you after I go through this list so you can see and start playing around in there. That is everything from training, all the materials, the graphics that come out for marketing the products. You can see your compensation, you can see how your team is doing. It's all these things. Then we have our team page, Team Health, that we're all in there kind of sharing, and as we learn something, we try to share it, we talk about it. YouTube and Google are your best friends. You can learn anything on YouTube and Google. Top coaches in the network share their trainings. They share their tips and tricks on YouTube. So like I follow Melanie Mitro, Ashley Molstad, and I follow, what's his name? Geez, Pat Reelman on Instagram, Pat P90X, because he really talks about the compensation plan a lot. But they have materials out there. I use them all the time. This presentation is based off one that top coaches use. So that helped me put it together. Then we have our national wake up call, which is just solid gold. It's every Monday at 11 a.m. live on the Team Beachbody Coach 411 page. So at request to join that, they always ask for your coach ID just to authenticate you. Coaches come in and they literally share everything they're doing to help you. I learn something new from every single coach that is on there. This week's was really good. I forget her name, but it was a really good call, and it was just back to basics. And she's an ER doctor, I think in New York or Boston, and she runs her business part-time. So she sees great success there. Then the Beachbody Champions page, that's where all of the Coach Summit stuff is happening. They did post that so many people have been requesting the page, it might take a little bit longer to get everyone added. But there's training in there at least twice a week. When it's not Summit week, it's twice a week. Or actually every day pretty much, there's some kind of training happening. That's where they train us on new programs and products coming out. That one you can get lost in, so I just kind of stay top line, and then if there's something specific, I'll go search it. Apparently there was a really good Instagram training today in there too. I haven't watched that one. And there are team calls. We do them every other week. And then new coach call comes in once a month, but we're always on here. I try to find new topics to cover, and eventually as coaches, you start getting more confident, I'll ask you to run a call, because that's how you learn, and that's how you get used to talking in front of people, because you just have to do it. You just have to do this. I mean, you just have to be willing to fail and mess up, because that's how you learn. So let me show you the coach office. Hopefully it's working for me now. So how you get to this, it's coach.teambeachbody.com, and it's probably in a link when you first signed up in one of the emails that you got. But this is everything you need to know. So it's going to show you your rank. Week 5 tomorrow. We got one more week until lock it in. It's going to show you when you get new customers and customers' orders. It's showing all of the coaches that come on. We just had one join right before this call, so I'll be introducing her. It's everything you need to know. And they have all these coach breaking news. And then down here is MBF sample workout, which I'll talk about a little bit at the end. But it's everything you need to know. And where I want you to go first is when you come in, to make sure you just go ahead and sign up in case someone decides to start with you right away. Sorry, wrong button. Don't go to that one. Dang it. All right, monitor my business. Oh no, it's gonna do it. I hit the wrong favorite button. All right, monitor my business. Sorry. The wheel of death. Because the page, it's been kicking me out here recently. Probably everybody's on for whatever reason, because it's payday tomorrow. All right. All right, so monitor my business, and you come down to compensation and EFT management. That's where you put in your bank account information. So you get your deposit. We get paid every single week for the prior week's work. So every Thursday, it's automatically deposited. You can go in there and check it. Make sure it goes through when you first sign up so you know. But that's a very important one. Another one to check out as a brand new coach is the training tab. There are so many basic training modules that our corporate office puts together. Just go through them. They're short, just watch them, and then you'll be like, oh, I have a question about that, and then we can kind of help you. And then we, like I said, we do more training. And honestly, a lot of this business, and I see it a lot, and I did it too, is you can be paralyzed by training, right? You can think, I got to know how to do everything. I got to know how to run my business. I got to know what to say. I got to know all these things, and you don't. Like, it's okay to say to somebody, look, I'm still new. I'm going to get with my coach so they can help me. Like, I have a brand new coach, and she already has people asking her. So I was sharing like my scripts with her of, okay, ask them this. And then she would go ask them that. I'm like, put your spin on it, but copy and paste this, go ask them. And she'd come back and I'd be like, okay, well, here's how we would do this. So you're learning by doing, right? You just got to kind of go, and it's okay to tell people like, I'm just starting out and I don't really know. Can you give me a second? And feel free, honestly, to ask any of us to get in a three-way message. You can do that on Messenger or text. If your customer is willing to do that, we can say, and I've done that before. I'm like, hey, I'm Sharon's coach, and I'm going to help her through this so I can train her. And I want to make sure we get you the best thing. And they're like, okay. And then they see, wow, it's not just her. I get Marcy too. Like, it's like, they're like, wow, I get all these people helping me. So don't hesitate to ask that and get us involved there. But these are great trainings. They're basic. You can go through those first. What else did I want to show you? I think that's it. When I get to compensation, I'll show you another. But this is your dashboard. I check it. I'm in there every morning. And then since we've been so crazy busy with adding people, I've been checking it throughout the day, but definitely check it in the morning, at night. Make sure people's signups go through correctly. All right, let me go back to the PowerPoint. Okay. So we talked about the vital behaviors in the Sneak Peek group, but I want to go over them again because they are so important. And we actually have a really easy tracker that you can use. We call it the BAT, the Business Activity Tracker. And it has all of these vital behaviors, and it recommends the time you spend on them. So the first one, the most important one, is be proof the products work, right? You don't have to tell everybody the name of the program or have like Beachbody logos or program logos everywhere. You can just talk about them and get people interested and curious. So you do your workout, you take a picture, your sweaty selfie, you post about it, you take video clips. Like you can I just set my phone up, like I just have a little tripod from Amazon. I set it up and I record my whole workout. And then I just go back on my phone and cut little clips out. They're not perfect or pretty. And then either I post that on my feed, or it definitely goes in my stories. But I post it in my feed. I'll talk about it. I just won't be like, here's my workout. Like, and Jeanette, you do a great job. You'll kind of talk about things in the workout, because a lot of people see workout as therapy, right? I talk about something I was struggling through, or this move was hard, or this is a move I've never done, and here's what it does. So make it interesting, but it shows people that you're showing up for yourself. And then drink your shake, your performance line, like this is hydrate. I've been really dehydrated lately, so I've been talking about that. The second one is, this is the hard one, and we just make it hard, but it's the inviting part. So you want to share your journey on social, start conversations. We're not saying go in and just say, hey, I just signed up as a Beachbody coach, unless you know them, right? Unless you know them and they know you and you trust them and they trust you. But you don't want to go into someone cold and say, I just started as a Beachbody coach, I'm opening a group, do you want to join? Right? I got one of those messages earlier this week. I shared it in the group and it was terrible. And I wanted to be really mean, but I was like, you know what? Maybe she's new. And I literally posted 4 times about things going on in our business, my workouts. She didn't even look at my profile. So what we mean by starting conversations, like go through your friends list. They've changed it, but if you Google, like, how do I print out my friends list on Facebook, you can. It gives you like an Excel document. And then you could just go down and say, okay, for 10 people, I'm just going to go look at their profile, see what they're doing, like some pictures, and maybe send a message like, how are you doing with quarantine? Or your daughter's gotten so big, how have you been? Not talking anything about the business or working out, just creating connections again, because you know that your feed changes and you only see people that you've been interacting with, right? So you're getting and interacting with them again, so you start popping up on their feed. So after you've had some conversations, and inevitably they're going to say, I see you've been working out, or you look great, what have you been doing? That opens the door for you to go, oh, I've been working out at home, there's this program that I love, I've lost 5 pounds, would you want to do it with me? Like something like that, like it's genuine because they've opened the door. So that's how we invite. Third is personal development. It's one of my favorites because we need it more than anything, especially right now. You can be doing business personal development. I do business, and then sometimes I do my own, like figuring out why don't finish projects, or perfectionism. How do I get over it? Or I just need to like deal with shit and just work. So that's, you can podcasts, audio, Audible, YouTube, anything. There's some books that I recommend, and the business one is The Compound Effect, because as a new coach, you got to think of it this way. And there's a chapter in there, I need to reread it. I don't have the printed version. It's called like Pumping the Well. So if you think about it, like back in the day when you had to pump the well, you would be like cranking on that handle and nothing would be coming out. Nothing would be coming out. But the more and more you showed up and you kept cranking on that handle, what was happening underground is that water was starting to pull up, right? You were creating pressure, and you were creating these things. So the compound effect, basically, the more you pump, the more you show up, the more you work, these things are happening and you don't see them, and they roll up, and then all the water comes out and you fill your bucket, right? That's a very important one, because you're going to think, I'm doing all these things, Mars, and nothing's happening. 3 months later, your business blows up in a good way, because no matter what, things weren't happening that you saw, but they were happening. They were happening underground. They were getting momentum, and they were building and building, and then just all of a sudden it came exploding out of the pump. So that's a really great one. The Slight Edge is another good one, same kind of philosophy. Network Marketing Pro, GoPro Network Marketing Pro was a very good one I just read. And final, get yourself results, get your customers results, get your coaches results. And this used to be called recognition, and I like the way we've changed it now, because when you do something really good and people notice your hard work and they praise you, it just makes you feel good. And for someone, there's going to be women in your groups. Men we still praise the men, and I think Tim does an amazing job of calling out his customers and coaches too. But as women, we don't really like the attention. But then when someone calls you out, if it's in the private challenge groups, or I ask, can I share this on my social? And they say yes, like, think about how that would make you feel. Like, wow, she recognized me for just showing up every day and doing my workout. So keep that in mind. People love that recognition. All right, so let's dig in. Your first goal as a new coach, you're gonna get scared, but it's not that hard. Help 3 people start with a program and Shakeology or the performance line. So a challenge pack. Many of you have probably started with a challenge pack either when you signed up as a coach or a long time ago when you became a customer, because we know that that is the total solution. You're getting the workout, you're getting the nutrition, and you're getting the coach. When all those 3 come together, that's when people see the best results. And you're going to have people that only want to do workouts. That's fine. You can sell them Beachbody on demand, not a problem. But you can say for like $60 more, you can get this. And guess what? New coaches, for the first 3 months that you were a new coach, you get an extra $10 off promotional code that you get to send to your customers. So you could be having a conversation and you can say, oh, this new program's out. The challenge pack's $160. It's on sale, $20 off for $160. But guess what? I have an extra $10 off that I can give you, but it's first come, first serve. I got to know by tomorrow, right? Like, use that as a tool. Like, hey, I got someone else that's ready to go. Are you in or not? So people love discounts. So you get an extra $10 off. It's in an email to you. I don't know what the subject line of that email is, but you have it. We'll talk about Home Direct now. Then start with your friends and family as you grow your cold market. Angie Belmar was in the Champions page on Monday or Tuesday, and she talked about this. Guys, people, I know we don't want to think about bothering our friends and family, but think of it this way. No matter what you were doing, they trust in you and they believe in you, so they're going to be the first people that buy into you, right? You could be selling, I don't know, like those wraps, those weird wraps that say you're going to lose 30 pounds in a week. And because they trust you and you use it, they're going to use it. So I know I struggle, like my close girlfriends, I never ask because I don't, in my head, I'm like, they think I'm crazy. I don't, it's dumb. It's dumb. That's why we do personal development. You see that? But ask them, ask your close friends on Facebook. They're watching you anyway. Your best friends say, hey, I'm doing this thing. Will you do it with me? And get them to buy. They're going to buy this because they know it's supporting you and you're going to support them. So don't start with warm and you can build your cold market as you go. And why there's a picture of this beautiful beach is because there's an awesome incentive. As a new coach, if you achieve Success Club is when you're helping 3 people get started with a challenge pack every month. We get points for that. You would hit Success Club. You hit that 3 out of the first 6 months that you are a coach, you earn a free ticket to Summit. So those are usually about 150, 160 bucks. You'd earn your free ticket to go there, and then you get to be in the pilot test group for the next new program. Michelle earned this a month or 2 ago, and she got her invitation to be in the pilot test group. It starts on August 3rd for her. So she's pumped. She can't tell us what it is because they signed an NDA. But she got selected and she's really excited about it. So that's a huge deal. And then like the things that come out of those pilot test groups, first she gets to come back and tell us when she's allowed to share, so we can be the first to be talking about the next program. And think about the marketing that she gets, right? Like she may end up on, like Megan's new program, MBF, they're on Zoom, you know, like you never know what's going to happen. And it's a really cool experience. You get to be one-on-one. And then earning Success Club all year earns you a free trip. Like I earned a cruise in 18. I earned Punta Cana this year, but we couldn't go, it was canceled. And then I earned Mexico next year. I skipped on it. Hopefully it comes back around to me so I can opt in because I didn't want to go, but now I need to go somewhere nice and warm and away from it.
Yes, there.
But yeah, you earn these trips and they're freaking amazing. Like they go all out on these trips. And then here's another extra bonus that is really cool. We get rewarded for hitting Success Club. So it's every 3 months. So in month 1, you get the tank top. I know Tim got his shirt. Jeanette, you got yours. And we've gotten those. And then the puzzle came. And now the sweatshirts. So there's a lot of cool things. And if you hit it all 12 months, you'll get all of these. And it ends with a Theragun. Last year, Shannon got a carry-on suitcase. It's beautiful. So just extra perks that we get. And then you're branded, right? You didn't have to pay for it. You're branded. You're wearing your stuff. All right. So first, what is step 1? Commit to a program. Pick one. If you're in the middle of one, finish it. If you're like, what do I do next? We have a plan. And then I say start a group, but you can run it with your own. You can run your own. You can team up with your coach. So you are most likely in a challenge group now. That's what we call them, or a virtual accountability group or a boot camp. Everyone has different names for them. As a new coach, add your customers in there. Let Shannon and Jeanette and I and Michelle like help you build your confidence. That's how I started. I started putting my people in my coaches group for I think about 3 or 4 months, and she and I just have very different styles. So I was like, you know what? I'm ready and I'm going to build my own. Shannon did the same thing. She wanted to keep doing 80-day obsession. We were moving on, so she started her own groups, and that's become what it's become with her. So you don't ever have to run your own. Just you have to be loving on your people in there. Like if you put people in there, you better be in there every time they post. Great job. I'm so proud of you. No, every day. Like that's part of our job is getting people results, right? So you'll notice that we're always liking and commenting and doing stuff on those posts because people are looking for the reassurance and the belief that they can do it. And it takes 20 minutes. Like I look in the morning, I do midday, and at night I check in. And then do a post about it. It's going to be scary, but just write a post about it. Like I've decided I'm going to do this. And I love for new coaches when you can say, all right, guys, I'm really scared, but I'm going to commit to this program. I don't want to do it alone. Is anyone interested in joining me for extra accountability? That's a great way to start your post. And you don't have to like say, oh, I'm a Beachbody coach. You can just kind of say, I'm doing this home workout program and I'm really nervous. I can't do it and I want some help. People are going to be like, oh yeah, I'll do it with you. You know, so stuff like that. Just be genuine. Just be you. Your first invites, because this is the scary part. This is the hard work of it all. We want you to become a conversation expert. Like, again, you're not going to just jump into people's messages or inboxes and be like, hey, I'm doing this. You want to do it with me without knowing them, anything about them. So your goal is to connect with 3 new people a day, or I can't say what that says. My thing's hiding it. Or 20 new people a week, right? That's just conversations. How's your kid? What do you think about distance learning? How's quarantine been going? Are you healthy? Like just general conversations, just reaching out and talking to them. And the next one, you're not reaching out to close them. You're just reaching out to open the door. You just want to know how they're doing. What do they need help with? And then be brief, be excited, and end every message with a call to action. This part comes when they're like, you know what, I want to do it. Send me the info. I do it too. I have a habit of getting really excited. And I'm like, well, here's all the things you get, and this is what you do, and then you do this, and then you do this, and they just blank out. They're like, whoa, that's a lot. So you can just think about it. Like I like to cut my messages now. Like, well, what do you like? What kind of workout do you like to do? Okay, well, because I say, what kind of workout do you like to do? There's hundreds to choose from. And then they tell me, and I'm like, okay, well, how much time do you have a day? So I'm keeping this conversation and they're thinking, and then I'm not just blurting it all out on one. And then, there's always going to be people like, just literally just send me the package, then you can do that. But you just want to have a call to action and always ask questions. You're not there to fix their problem, right? You need to find out what their problem is and offer a solution to get there to fix the problem. Because it's so easy to someone to be like, I need to lose 10 pounds. You're like, 21-day fix, follow the portion control containers, 2 rounds of it, and you'll lost your weight. Guarantee it's not the working out or the food that's the problem. It's other things that we need to figure out. So maybe they need personal development. Maybe they can't do portion control containers because it sends them into a spiral because they've always tracked calories, and it's a bad thing. It's a mentally bad thing for them to be thinking calorie, 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 calorie. And you're like, oh, but we have this other nutrition program that you don't count a calorie. You just look at your plate and you plan accordingly. So you cannot go in knowing the solution without asking the questions. And then recognize and welcome their objections as part of the process. I tell you, and I know every single one of you, money is not the reason that people are not joining you. It is never the reason. It is the fear and the pushing off. If I say money, they'll leave me alone. So just keep asking the questions. Well, and you could say, well, what about that? Like, what else is bothering you? What else concerns you by starting that? And if it's still money, well, you get a 30-day money back guarantee. You don't like it, you return the bag empty. I'll get you all your money back. Time. Well, we have stuff as short as 20 minutes. Could you do 20 minutes? Like, just keep asking and asking until they say go away. A lot of them don't ever say, no, I'm done, go away, right? And you will figure this out as you go. You're going to get told no. For every 1 person that says yes, 10's going to say no. It's just the math, so just be prepared. You will take it personal. I still take them personal to this day because I watch people struggle and I know what we can offer them can change their life. And they're like, nah, I'm just not going to eat carbs. I'm like, okay, all right. And then I check back in a month later and it's the same thing. So Welcome the objections. Yeah, we've all had it. We've said them out loud ourselves. And then follow up forever. Create a list, right? Create a list, and if they say no, I always say, can I check back next month? Maybe you'll be ready next month. Okay. No one ever says no, don't check in with me. But keep your list so you always have people that you can be inviting, right? You've already gotten over that scary part, and then you just kind of connect, like their posts, you know, comment on things that they're doing. Don't be afraid of the cost. If you look at our package, especially this new one, and I'm so happy for new coaches, because what you get to offer this month and next month with this new package is insane. The amount of things that are in this package. I can tell you, when I started, I bought a set of DVDs and Shakeology for $200 and some. Just one set of DVDs, just one, T25. They were the same workouts for however long that program is. Not a catalog of over 1,000 workouts with a cooking show, with like these new pop-up workouts that are coming in, a yoga studio, new programs, at least 3 new programs added, 2 to 3 new programs added every year. No, for $99, that's what Beachbody On Demand's by itself. And then to really only, like, this new package is $160. You get Beachbody On Demand, both nutrition programs, which Christina and I both paid separately for at $100 a pop, even with a coach discount. What else? You get a shaker cup, you get the bod ropes, you get Shakeology or the performance line. Like, that's a lot of things. The values, a savings of over $500 if you break them down individually. So for those people that keep telling me Shakeology is too expensive, guess who's going after them this month? To say, guess what else you get? You get Shakeology. They tell you not to do this, but I do it. Shakeology is only $60 this month. And you get all these other things. And they're like, oh, okay. You know, so use it. And regular older coaches, use it. Your Shakeology people, just be like, you know, you can get it for $60 this month, plus all these other things. Oh, don't send your link right away. You know, it's easy to go, oh, here's my website, go check it out. You lose them, right? You've lost the reason for being a coach. You are the connector to the solution. So don't just send your website. As a new coaches, I forgot to show you, in the coach office, you can go Grow My Business websites. That's where you build your website. You just drop a photo in. They have some sample copy, but you can write whatever you want. And that's your website that people can see. We now have Share a Cart, which is an amazing tool, but if someone's like, no, really, just send me your website, you could for future stuff. And you can add buttons at the bottom, like Beachbody On Demand, buy a challenge pack, become a coach. So it's all there for you. And then just don't show up and throw up. That's like what I was saying, like, you just let everything out. Like, just keep it brief. All right. Second goal as a coach. This is where you start helping other people build the team, right? So first, it's you by yourself, right? Then you have 2 friends that are like, you know what? I'm going to join you. I want to do this with you. And you sign them up as a coach. You can sign them up right away or later, but they become a coach. And then we get to this, what's called an emerald. So it's you and 2 other coaches that are hanging out in there. That makes you an emerald coach. And what an emerald coach does is you get to take advantage of our volume bonuses. And I know, Jeanette, I think you got one first time. So you get, as the team volume, and team volume happens when, so once someone becomes a coach, you don't make a commission off of them, you're making volume, right? You're making volume off of what they buy, what all of their customers buy, and it all rolls up. Like, it just keeps rolling up. So as an emerald, you get a $14 bonus, a volume bonus, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. It's when you have 300 personal volume, and I'm doing another training on this, and it hits on each leg. It's complicated. You don't need to know all the details, but you get paid it's your residual income. You're getting paid off other people's work. Not a lot of people hit Ruby. They kind of skip over it. So I don't even really understand what it is. Oh, it's just 2 emeralds. Okay, you're on your way to diamond. No one really ever hits it. Then an active diamond. So a diamond represents the top 1% of the company. That means you have 4 coaches on each side, and 1 on each side is an emerald. And as a diamond, you get, instead of a $14 bonus, you get an $18 bonus. And you're building a working team, right? You're building a team of coaches that are helping other people get started. I will tell you, I have a ton of people that just enjoy the discount, and that's fine. They are the believers. They are the people that will show up every day in your groups. They probably lead some of your groups, but they don't want to become a coach. They just want to enjoy their discount, and they're giving you volume. Like, they're still ordering Shakeology every month. They get every program that comes out. They just don't want to work, and that's fine. Like, I know I have a ton. Shannon has a ton of them too, but it helps with volume. And you want those people. They quit. They do quit. And you're going to have coaches quit, guys. Don't think that once someone's a coach that they're going to stay a coach. They quit, and that's okay. Shannon, being Shannon, messaged one of hers that quit, and she was like, you have 24 hours to make a decision, and she came right back. So that's just Shannon. But try to shoot for emerald in 7 days. Trust me, we have a new coach, Shannon's sister-in-law. She's an emerald, and she signed up last week. It's possible. Just say, hey guys, I'm doing this crazy thing. Do you want to sign up with me and get a 25% discount, just like Jeanette signed up with Krista? You know, some people are gonna be like, yeah. And for me, just being honest, inviting to the opportunity is scary for me. I don't know why. It's a mental thing. Just ask. All they can say is no. And something that I started adding in is on the last step, when people are like, I'm ready to sign up, I say, would you like to sign up as a customer or as a coach, where you'll get 25% off all your future orders? And they'll be like, well, that sounds cool. And then I give them the explanation, like, well, you do get a $16 a month fee, but if you're drinking Shakeology, that saves you $15 a month. Do you want to do it? They're like, yeah. You know, like, some people in their head don't even think about it. So ask. Some of them say no, and go, cool, I'm just going to sign you up as a customer right now. I just did it today. And she signed up. So it's all you can do. And if they quit, they quit. So Emerald, you plus 2 coaches. And then share your journey on social media. This is Michelle, my sister-in-law. We grabbed it. You're a coach, but it's not the only thing in your life. You've got to spread it out, right? She's got pictures of her family. She's got her workouts. She's got transformations. You've got to spread it out, because people are going to, if all they see is fitness and asking, they're going to stop following you. They just are. And content is king, right? And this is where I really want you to go listen to Kendra Hall in the Beachbody Champions page. Stories That Stick is her book. We all have stories. We all have a story. And even in the smallest moments, you can tell a story about something. Like, she talked about, I don't want to spoil it, but she loved Wizard of Oz and Dorothy and that whole story. And that literally had me like this, enthralled and having to know. So when I try to do my posts, I'm trying to be more conscious of, what does this have to do with someone else? Like, how can someone else relate to my story? So go through the bad. What you're willing to share in the bad makes you authentic. Don't have the perfect pose every time. Don't say, like, I crushed my workout every day, because we know that's not true. I struggled. My kids were in my way. I was tired. I don't feel good. Work is killing me. Like, just be you. And especially now in quarantine, people need to see that it's okay not to be okay, but you're finding a way to work through it. So talk about that. And commit to posting at least once every day. You don't have to go crazy. I try to get like one good post a day where I really sat down and thought about it, and I'm trying to and include a call to action. So like, have you ever experienced this, or what are you doing? Do an outfit one. Well, we're not going anywhere, but say you were going on vacation and I'm going out to dinner, take 3 pics and be like, which one do you like? Right? People are engaging and they're getting to know you. And IG stories, I've seen a bunch of you stepping up your IG stories, which is fun. It's fun because that's the behind the scenes stuff. That's the real you. And if you haven't done it yet, just start. You don't have to talk yet. Just take a picture of your post-workout selfie and say what you did. Take a picture of your delicious food that you're making. This is where I take a picture of my shake. I drink it at work and I'm like, busy day, drinking my shake, 7 vegetables. I never say what it is or anything like that. And just be you. Like, I talk about my kids. I complain sometimes if I'm having a bad day. I try to be funny. You know, it's like all a mixed bag because people watch them. And then before you post, ask yourself what you want them to get out of it. What action do you want them to take? Do you want them to comment? Do you want them to share their opinion? Do you want them to join you? Like, and write it in a way that it makes you do it, right? And I think people are used to the long ones. You know, it used to be keep it real short, but now because everybody's going to 1 post a day, you'll notice on Instagram they're long, and that's okay as long as the content is good. People are willing to read it. So I fixed this graphic. I took the one off corporate to make it a little bit better. So old coaches, when you saw this. So what could you do with an extra $700? So here's an example. This is what happens when you sell the challenge packs, right? That's the total fitness solution. Workouts and Shakeology or performance line together. So in your first month, you sell 3 challenge packs that helps you hit Success Club, right? You're going to earn that tank top or t-shirt. And then you have 3 customers. You have 3 brand new customers. In month 2, you bring on 3 more to hit Success Club. And those 3 customers from month 1 are still drinking their Shakeology. So they're still staying on what we call home direct or auto ship. You make 25% of the Shakeology. So 3 times 32, so the $97. So in month 2, you make $247. Already in month 1, you've made back your investment into your business. There's no brick and mortar that ever opens that makes that back in 1 month. So month 1, you could have paid yourself back. Month 2, you're putting money in your bank account. You're paying for your products and you're putting money away. Month 3, you add 3 new people. So now you have 9 customers total at $50. They went on the cheaper side. So $50 for a challenge pack. You kept your Shakeology people from month 1. Your month 2 Shakeology people stay on. So that's $340 extra a month. So $700 in the first 3 months of working your business. That's pretty awesome. And it's just yours. And let's not count the people that just want to do Beachbody on demand, or they just want to buy something, right? You're going to get those people, but that's awesome. Like, that could pay a car payment. That could be groceries. Like, don't think about it as this grand, like, I'm going to go buy my new house. I'm just doing these small incremental things to help me. Maybe you stay at home and your spouse works and you get to buy them a gift that with your money. And maybe that's a big deal, right? Because maybe you think, oh, I'm using their money to buy their own gifts. And it's like really just your money that you earn to go buy them something. So think about it in those small ways. And that $700 right now can do a lot for everybody. And then just the bottom down here is just when you help 3 people with a challenge pack, you hit Success Club and you've got your Shakeology. All right, so what's coming up next for the team? And this helps you build momentum. So we have muscle burns fat, guys. This thing is going to be insane because in the coach, not even through the full first week of the coach access, we sold out of bod ropes. They didn't think it was going to be as big as it was. And I posted a graphic. I think it was twice as many coaches bought because we added so many coaches to the network. So it's going to be insane. I have customers that I've already gotten written down for challenge packs, and they're just waiting for July 27th. They're just like, come on, come on, come on. So new coaches, you have a hell of an opportunity to get people started. And if you don't, I would everybody do this program. All of us need to do this program. It's changing the way fitness goes. And the cool thing is, and I heard a top coach say it on her Instagram stories the other day, it's like when 21 Day Fix came out. Even if we weren't all part of Beachbody at that time, we knew what 21 Day Fix was. You saw the infomercials, you saw, that's when social media started popping with these results. It's like the next wave of 21 Day Fix. There's 3 weeks, they're 25 to 35 minutes. They're getting insane results. And the cool thing is everyone's at home in the cast, right? They are in quarantine life with us. So usually they're all there and they feel separate, but they're literally in their living rooms working out. And it's just a relatable time. And California just shut down their gyms again, right? So more states, if people don't get their shit together, it's going to happen again. So you are now ahead of it. You're in front of it. I mean, we saw Beachbody On Demand memberships more than we've ever seen. I think we have over 2 million people subscribed now. Coach advancements are more than they've ever been. New coaches starting, like I said, now 18 coaches added to our team. Never has ever happened in the 5 years I've been here. So it's a time. So you have customer early access July 27th. If they want it, and I've done this, I had my girl today, I was like, I really just want to do it now. I'm like, sign up as a coach. You drink Shakeology anyway. Get your discount. If you don't like it, you can cancel the coach thing later, but you can order your bod ropes now and have them, right? So use that. And if they're really pushing, add the coach on. And then I've opened a sneak peek group. It's open now. I just opened it today. And what this is I'm just sharing all the details about the program. Every day there'll be at least one post, if not 2, talking about Megan, talking about the nutrition plans, and then I'll do a Zoom call next week where I break down the packages. So I'm kind of selling for you, which is good, especially as a new coach, because then you don't have to worry about fumbling. They can be like, I want that package she talked about there. And then you just set it up. So feel free to add your people, and then we'll have a team call next week. It's our weekly thing. I do need to see if we can change the day. Michelle asked, so I'll do a poll on that. Now, new coaches, here's what I want you to do over the next week or so. Go through that training on the Coach Online Office, the one in it's the training tab, sorry, the training tab on the top. Click on that, watch those. Figure out your program. If you're going to do MBF, Jeanette and Shannon's group are starting at August 3rd. My group will be starting August 10th. In the meantime, play with workouts. Just play, like, then you can be like, I'm getting ready to help myself get ready for this program. I'm doing this now. Or if you're finishing up 21 Day Fix, finish it strong and post about it. Start sharing your shake, do your personal development. Again, the compound effect is a great one to start with, the slight edge. Any of the Rachel Hollis books, if you just need some personal development. The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. Like, these are all great books. Here's what I do. I have Audible because I don't like to read. While I'm stretching and drinking my Energize, I listen to my book for 10 minutes. And then if I have extra time later, I listen longer. But it's just my routine. And I actually post that on my Instagram stories every day. I take a picture of my journal. I do gratitude and my goals. My Energize is there. I need to share more of my personal development. And then I talk about meditation because I do a meditation. So it's just my morning routine. And I've met up with a mom today. We went to the creek, and she's a client of mine, and she's struggled with her weight. I've known her since 2006 in the gym. She always struggled. And it's always an excuse. And she's like, I watch your story every day in the morning. And I think, why can't I do that? Why can't I get up and do it? So we had a conversation about it. So they're watching those stories and you're motivating them, even though they're not saying anything, you're motivating them. So you showing up every day doing that, they're like, well, I can do it. I just need your help to do it. And yeah, share your journey, invite others to do it. And this is a big one. Don't wait till you reach your goal weight. People relate to you where you are right now. They don't need to see the perfect size, whatever is perfect to you, because they're going to think, I can't get there. I can't get there. There's no way I can do that, because they didn't see the mess and the mess ups and the struggle. So don't wait. Share it. Share it. Share it. Even though if you're scared to share it. And then don't get overwhelmed. Just take it one day at a time. One day at a time, one conversation at a time, one goal at a time. Like I said, you can get really overwhelmed in here. That's not the plan. I just want you to go every day, just show up and do something. And that's it. That's our really big overview of everything. Oh, I wanted to show, just let me show you, because I know regular coaches on here, you've had this question, and then we'll ask questions and you can go, because it's getting late. Let's see, volume. So when you come in, you can see your earnings. You can click on earnings. And this is for last week. So this is what this will be deposited in my bank account tomorrow. This is for last week's work. Look at this. The team bonus was higher than my retail. And the team bonus is that $18. So this is all the work you all are doing. So I had however many cycle, what was that, 390? So for every cycle, there's $18. 21 cycles. One of the coaches, he's not a top coach, his name's Pat P90X, made 10 grand last week off of cycles. So this is your long-term money maker, right? And Shannon and I just had this conversation earlier this week. This is where it comes from, and it's from everybody working, and it's coming from my coach that places coaches under me that ends up placing them under you. So it's like this whole thing, but this is where the long-term success comes. And then you also make of course it's going to freeze, a matching bonus. So as Christina and Shannon and Michelle, as emeralds or higher, when they hit a certain cycling, I make 10% off of them, their cycles. So Michelle had a cycle, I guess Christina and Shannon had cycles, so then I got an extra 10% match. It's not a lot yet, but you know what? That's an extra however much money a week. I'll take it. And then this is where you can see your volume, just really quickly. Oh, and we lied to you, coaches. Shannon and I lied to you, and we've been lying to you for a long time. We don't get paid double on a challenge pack when a coach signs up. It just goes here, and they lie to us and say it's a bonus. It's the same damn commission. Oops. We both literally believe that to be true for a very long time. Trust me. It's 40 or 50 bucks. It's good. This shows your volume. This screen is driving me crazy today. So you have your left leg and a right leg. We each have one. You can see my left leg is my weak leg. Right? We all have a weak leg, and we all have a strong leg. So at one point, when this team is rocking and rolling, this could all cash out at once, which would be insanity. But so this is your volume, and then you can click in here, and it gives you a week by week volume. It's kind of cool to watch happen. Like, we've seen an influx of like new coaches, so that's gone up. And then this is your personal volume. PV is personal volume, TV is team volume. So this is saying my personal volume sales and what I buy will become 1,500. So that's just another way to judge your goals and set goals for yourself. But that's it. You don't have to worry about all that. It gets really in the weeds, but that's an overview. And I'm going to break down Emerald and cycle bonuses in another call. Sharon, do you have any questions?
Not that I can think of right now, but I'm sure I will have some later.
No,
I'm sure I have lots of them.
it's a lot of information, and just do what you can, right? If you don't hit Success Club month 1, you don't hit Success Club month 1, right? It's a goal, and it's something to work towards. But now that they've added fun prizes, it's even funner, and like the trips and the money, and and you're helping people. What was I going to say? Oh, something Kendra Hall said today. She just was talking about stories, and she says, if you continue to tell your story, people will come, right? They will come if you're continually sharing about, like Shannon shares about how mom of 4 kids, all really young, and she still gets it done, and how they do it. And with Lee traveling, like she's talking about it. I'm talking about the boys and working full time, and people come because they're like, if you can do it, I can do it. And unfortunately, like, I'm trying to dive into the things that are bad from childhood, and not to just put myself out there and be, but everyone has bad crap and trauma that happened, and they don't have the wherewithal to deal with it. So if we can be the light to say, this is how I dealt with this problem, and this is how it's changed me, you never know. You just never know whose life you're going to change with one single post or a series of posts and stories that they've been watching, and they're like, I need to be with her or him. I need to be with them because they are the light. We are literally the light. Like, we offer a solution that so many people struggle with. Health, fitness, and wellness. People struggle with those. Christina's a nurse. She sees it every single day in the practice that people are overweight and dealing with these diseases that can take their life, but they are in control and can reverse it. They just don't know how. So we get to share that, and we're not judgmental about it either, right? We're all different shapes and sizes, and our story relates to other people. So just remember, when it sucks, you are the light, and you shine that, and people can tell that, and they're drawn to that. So just keep sharing. Just keep sharing. Be you. Be authentically you, and just go for it. Any questions, any comments, Shannon, as our long-term kicker-asser?
What did you say? I think you covered it. I mean, I can't just keep inviting, reaching out. Don't be afraid. When in doubt, send the message, because I can't tell you how many times that I've hesitated on someone when I've been talking to them, and I hesitated, and I'm like, I'm just going to do it. And I did it, and they're like, oh, thank you so much for reaching out to me.
Yeah.
Most people will not, it's not going to be, most people are not going to be your easy story of, oh, I posted this and they came and messaged me. That doesn't happen most of the time. They might comment, they might like something, and you end up having to reach out to them, and then they're thankful that you reached out. So just do it.
Yeah, especially as a new coach, that's a good point. When everyone likes or comments on your post, and we do it as seasoned coaches, send them a personal message. Thanks for showing me the love there. It really meant a lot. It's a great way on Instagram to start bridging gaps in conversations, because you don't want to just go on Instagram and be like, hey, you want to join? You know, like, if those top coaches that have been doing it and they have like 30,000 followers, those people know what they do. You know what I mean? Like, and then they come out and say, hey, you want to join me? But I do that. I've been trying to do better at that, because Instagram, I struggle. That's my growth area.
Me too.
No, I don't like it.
Bridging the gap and just talk, because then that person trusts you, and they're like, wow, she didn't try to sell me anything. She didn't try to push anything on me. She just said thank you, you know? So do that. And there's people, like Shannon said, will be like, wow, you know, I really need to do that. Or thanks for thinking of me. I need help. but they don't ask for it.
Definitely.
Yep. Well,
Mhm.
awesome, Sharon. I'm excited for you.
I'm excited too.
Don't email, text, message. If you can't get her, get me, get Shannon. Like, we're all one family. And like, if you can't get any of us, just post it in the group and someone will say something. Because we know some people are like, I need it now, I need it now. You know, like,
Right.
it's okay to tell people, I got to put my kids down. Can you wait a minute? And they'll be like, oh yeah. Because inevitably it's going to take them 3 days to respond to what you sent them that they needed right away.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited. You all are amazing. I can't even tell you. I say this on every call and it still blows my mind, but I sat here by myself on this computer screen talking to myself for years, just waiting for a moment to have people to talk to and to grow with. So it's just, I tell my husband every day, I'm like, this is insane. This is insane. But it's because we've been showing up, all of us, and constantly. So even though y'all weren't listening years ago, you're listening now. So see, it works. It's all good. But I'm proud of you. Have a great night. MBF is coming, so talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it.
And you're gonna post the recording, right?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
download it, and I'll probably get it up first thing in the morning because it takes a bit to download.
Because Angela and this girl Kayla, they got stuck at work. A couple people got stuck at work. So.
Sure. And
Yeah.
you'll do her graphic tomorrow, right?
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
We have a new emerald.
Yeah. Exciting.
New emerald. All right.
Right.
Let me
Okay.
stop the recording and have a good night, guys.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.